We have today 3 Hungarian startups and 1 Hungarian investor. This is the perfect example of how it looks like. Let's kick it off first, maybe with Peter and Ben. So you guys have received investment from local partners. What is the first sense of the market, and what is the first sense of how this investment was received?
High Ventures is mostly a financial investor, which was very clear from the beginning. And when we were looking for a little bit of investment, like 2 years ago, we were definitely was looking for a convertible note, which is a sort of debt financing, which doesn't include pricing and equity, at least not right away. And that is a very cool form of financing, especially for early stage startups, and was virtually non-existent before in Hungary. So we're actually very happy to see that that High Ventures came out with a solution like that, and that's how we got introduced to the Hungarian investor scene. So it wasn't a bad experience at all.
I have a positive feeling that nowadays, if you have a good company or a good early stage startup, you can find the right partner in Hungary or regionally. So that's not a problem. The challenge is that you need to build up a good business plan, you need to be credible. Ideally, you already need to have some revenues to make sense. So
maybe Eniko, how is it from being a Hungarian VC and operating in the market? How do you guys look at the market?
It was like some years where there were a lot of money in the market and everybody was wanted to get the best startups and wanted to finance them. And there were some other parts where there were just only a few funds that you can go and ask for money, whether you were a really good startup and had a good traction and good history. So it's kind of different. And what we see that maybe there are more private money in the market, but mainly business angels, or what we see that large companies started their innovation labs. So they realize they don't want to develop everything for themselves, so they may back and found startups so they can get their products easier and also back these new innovative companies.
Caitlin, from your perspective as a startup that has been bootstrapped, what challenges do you currently see in the market when going out and looking for investments? What are the things that you currently feel the market is moving towards?
You always need to carefully judge what financing is suited for your company. So you don't have to do something just because the others are doing it. You need to assess your own company, where you are in the stage, what is the right moment to attract the capital. So I think that is very important for each startup.
if you have a plan how you're going to change it, or how you try to reposition your budgets, your sales focus, maybe step 1 or 2 back to get that normal grow and not the super grow what you were projecting 3 years ago, that's more realistic. And I personally found that our investors were supporting that and appreciated that, okay, this is the realistic plan now. Let's try to do that. Let's survive and wait for, the big times.
What advice would you give to founders that are early founders that are thinking of starting their own startup, that are thinking of, going into a new adventure or exploring new opportunities? What would you tell them? What would all of you guys tell them from your experience? What's something that you said, this was my struggle?
Don't give up. The other is that you need to reassess the situation every day. So you need to adapt.
You can go to events like this and others, conferences, and I think what rookie startups don't know, that you don't need to stand next to your stand, but actually you need to do days of preparation with your hunting list and positions and go around. Even if you don't have the stage time, try to cry for stage time, and if not, then go around and hunt your people down. I'm sorry, this is like, networking targetedly on sessions because you would like to get your 15 minutes to convince people.
I think a lot of early stage startups miss speaking directly to customers before designing or developing or launching even a product, or even raising money on a product and then launching it without having to know that the problem they are solving may be non-existent, or needs to be addressed in a different way. So I would start with that.
Be prepared for every type of questions what you got, and you should know what you are doing, and you can tell the others what you are doing, not in techie language, in business language. So yes, you have to find the language of the VC partner. It's not so hard, but it's a lot of work.